good morning, class. As we're done discussing with our previous topic last evening, can someone give me a short recap about what is being discussed last week? Okay, Ms. Palasa.
Last meeting, we tackled about the La Liga Filipina, the Constitution and the 10th article, and the address of the uprising. The results address the uprising and the addition to my rules.
Okay, thank you so much. So, before I start my discussion, can you please tap the shoulder of your seatmate and say that I am glad that you're here and I'm really proud of you and also okay, thank you for participating. And now let's start. So, respecting the rebellion. So, these are the remarks of Rizal about the rebellion that are from a photographic copy of the pencil notes used by Rizal for his brief speech. So, he said that I had noticed at all of what was being planned not until the 1st or 2nd of July in 1896, when Pio Valenzuela came to see me saying that an uprising or revolt was being arranged. So, Rizal told him that it was absurd or ridiculously unexplainable, but he just answered that he could bear no more. So Rizal advised him that they should have patience, and if anything happened to me, then I would prove my answer. So besides, said I don't consider me, but our country which is the one that was on. So what does Rizal mean by this statement? Can someone have an opinion about besides that I don't consider me, but our country is the one that will suffer. So Mrs. Canossa, do you have any idea about this statement?
For me, because we care about the uprising, so he said that he himself is not the one who will suffer from the consequence of the uprising, but instead the whole country, not just one person.
Okay, please give a hand to Mrs. Clark. In this statement, Mr. Rizal emphasizes the importance of prioritizing the welfare of the Philippines over individual concerns. It underscores that personal actions and decisions have broader implications for the nation. Rizal is urging to consider how their choices affect the collective struggle for freedom and reform, highlighting a sense of responsibility toward the country and its people. Ultimately, it reflects his deep commitment to national unity and the greater good. So Rizal went on to show how the movement was meaningless, but late Pio Valenzuela testified that he did not tell me that my name was being used. Neither did he suggest that I was its chief or nor anything of that sort. So wala ka daw si Rizal nag-use the iyang name sa mga rebellion. So Rizal was not happy this time. So his name had been used to gather the members together, and his portrait hung in each Katipunan large hall. But all of this was without Rizal's consent or even his knowledge. So Rizal said in the respected rebellion, the last paragraph, he said that for those who testify that I am the chief, which I do not know, nor do I know of having ever treated with them, what proofs do they present of me having accepted this chiefship? So, or that I was in relations to them or with their society. So either they have made use of my name for their own purposes, or they have been deceived by others who have. Since the 7th of July in 1892, I have entirely ceased political activity. It seems that some have wished to avail themselves of my name for their own ends. But so Rizal is accused of many things he did not commit, but still he chose to respect the rebellion. Am I clear with that topic? So,
Yes.
questions? Okay, we're moving forward to the petition for the pardon of Rizal. So in the midst of Rizal's agony in waiting for the United Institution, he afforded to compose a masterpiece before meeting the firing squad. And this masterpiece was entitled The Ultima Just, or The Last Farewell. Because this work for Rizal is son by convincing the Spanish government to withdraw their decision towards their son's case. It is December 28, 1896. So the Doña Isidora Alonso went to Malacanang to plead with the governor General Camilo de Pagadian. So, in this statement, it is not my intention most administer either to censure or question in any way the legality of the decision of a fair court, but on account of unfortunate and fatal circumstances, it has apparently made my unhappy son responsible for the most infamous of crimes, when in fact he is innocent. So though he doesn't have the authority over the Spanish government, still up to an end, she always insists that her son Jose Rizal is innocent from any crimes, but above all, we all know that she is the one who knows Jose Rizal very well. So she knows what her son gone through, but because of her human allowance, but because love siya sa iyong mother, so she was willing to take the risk just to save the life of her son. So, we now move to the last part of the chapter 5, which is the military or military in 1895. I know that this has been discussed by Mr. Muñoz's last meeting, but to emphasize more this meeting, so itapo natin siya ngayon. Reading from the reply to his mother's request to describe his life in Exile in the kingdom, Rizal expressed his lonely life in Exile, becoming appreciative and sentimental about his life, nature, and surroundings. Militaro served as Rizal's autobiography in Avila. He described his hut near the shore where the sun is finer. He also described the sound of the animals and calm skies. Though full of gloom because of being alone, Rizal managed to live, making his loved ones and past memories as his inspirations. So can you please read the first stanza, Miss Marilu? The poem? The first stanza.
Its root is fragile Neva, its floor is brittle bamboo. It beams and goes around as well. Wood. Of no word, it is certain, it is my rustic heaven, but on the lap of the eternal mount it is slumbers. And night and day is lulled with dreamy fantasy.
Okay, don't as a guy, can you please explain what is your understanding about this stanza?
Actually, it is describing somehow a bahay kubo, the traditional bahay kubo of the Filipino people. And based on the poem, the author of the poem expressing his emotion or the current feeling while maybe the author was mesmerized and fascinated in the surrounding the bahay kubo itself.
Okay, thank you. Give a hand to Ms. Marilu. Okay, so in the first stanza, Rizal pointed out or describing his love for the Titan which was made from bamboo, nipa, and wood. So he described this as a simple and humble hut. He also described the peacefulness of night and day as he only hears the survey between the moor breeze and the waves of the sea. In the bigger context, this theme aligns with the Rizal's personal reflections on solitude, inner peace, and his disillusionment with the oppressed colonial society. The poem expressed a sense of peace and fulfillment in retreating from the world and find solace in nature away from the noise and struggle of society. Can you please speak in our Ms. Marilu? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 25. Can you please read the second stanza? Miss Elena?
The barking of the dog, the twittering of the birds, the hoarse voice of the canal are all that I hear. There is no boastful man, no toysons of a neighborhood who sound my mind or to disturb my passage. white waves commenced the agony. Across the air moved once that terrified the spirit, a chorus of voices straying, lamentation that seems to come from those who long ago drowned in the sea. My interpretation about the third stanza is the loneliness and the agony that Rizal feels that time.
Okay, thank you. We So, in this line from Militero, he conveys a haunting and eerie atmosphere by describing a stormy night where nature seems to mourn or cry out. The wind, rage, and darkness, and the unholy waves suggest an chaotic and violent environment evoking a sense of turmoil. The cries that terrify the spirit and the chorus of voices praying introduce an aesthetic element as if the sounds of the storm are not just natural, but imbued with the voices of the past, those who long ago drowned by the sea. The poem's mood here reflects a moment of introspection where the peacefulness of retreat is overshadowed by the echoes of sorrow and unresolved pain. So it is an echo of past injustices that continues to haunt the present. So I will pick in the fourth paragraph, Mr. Hernandez. Can you please read this and explain your understanding about that?
I feel the remembrance of those that I have lost, and in here the names still spoken who haunt my memory. Some already are dead, others have long forgotten. But what does it matter? I live remembering the past, and no one can ever take the past away from me. So my interpretation from the fourth stanza of the poem is like at that time that Dr. Rizal wrote the poem itself, he always remembering or reminiscing the past where his childhood, his family, he's dealing with like his friends way back in their house in Calamba, and then those people who have long forgotten like they're dead and he cares them the most. And then yeah, at that time when he reminisced, everything was resurfacing, and then that's all.
Okay, we can have Mr. Hernandez. So Mr. Rizal reflects on the enduring power of memory and emotional connection he holds to those he has loved. The phrase, I live in the remembrance of those that I have loved, suggests that these memories are a constant presence in his life, providing him with a sense of companionship and solace. Even though these people are gone or may have been moved on or forgotten, Rizal still expressed that these memories remain precious to him. The statement, "No one can ever take the past away from me," is particularly significant as external circumstances such as time, death, or distance may change the present, but one's personal memories are immutable and belong solely to the individual. It is not that memory is a source of strength, a way of preserving and cherishing the people and experiences that shape him regardless of the passage of time. In the fifth paragraph, can you please read Miss Angeli? Can you please read the fifth paragraph of the poem?
And in its shadowy forest, serene tranquility goes to my intellect and silence to my grief. It means my own interpretation of that stanza. I think Jose Rizal think his present ano kasi mga nita ko sa present na
Okay, you can have Miss Mendez. In the last part of the poem, Militero, Mr. Rizal beautifully describes the peaceful and idyllic natural surroundings that provide him with solace and refuge. The spacious beach of pine and delicate sand in the mountain greener than a leaf away from the noise and distractions of daily life. The poem speaks the importance of introspection, the healing power of nature, and the value of remembering the past. It suggests that true peace comes from within, and is not dependent on material